school, whether we are in our offices, we should always be aware of our environment. Also, we should avoid distractions, especially when we are performing tasks with either machines, whether in the lab or students like me. We should avoid distractions always. And also like electrical systems. Some of us, like we when we are leaving our home, we just on everything down. We just ensure that we are always cautious of electrical systems and how they work. So, and what should we avoid in our daily life activities? Like, what are the things that we should look um, at doing properly, or we should avoid rather? We should never bypass procedures. Like, don't say because of, oh, this thing is going to be faster this way, let me bypass it. We should not do that. We should not ignore um, warning signs or alarms. When you see that something is not the way it's meant to be, like you can tell that, okay, this thing, oh, it is different from how it is normally. Please raise awareness to the necessary authorities. Also, I would also like to say our general awareness as humans, in as much as we want to chase the bag and also make the money, we should look out for our health and hydration, always drink water every day. I know that there's a particular amount of liters of water we are meant to drink, but please let's make sure that we take care of our health. It's only someone that is healthy that can perform very well at work or in school. Also, please let's be mindful of stress and fatigue. If you cannot do something, let your colleagues, let your boss know that, oh, I can't do this thing. Please, I need to take a break. I need to rest. It's only the living that can continue with work. And also, I think what I would like to close with is that safety is more than just okay because they say we should be safe. It's more of it is your life. If something happens now and something takes a person life, the whole world will continue with their daily activities. Exams will not stop because of one student died or because of one worker died, the whole operation will not stop. Let's prioritize our safety and also the safety of other people. So yes, I'm done with this briefing, and I hope that in our daily activities and our daily workplace, we would take our safety very, very important. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. That was very outstanding. A lot of key points to learn from what the SPA president just shared. And please, just like what she said, in one term, health is wealth, right? You need to stay healthy so that you can be able to carry out your daily activities, meet your family, and all that. So whether you are in school or whether you are on IT internship, wherever you're listening to me, please prioritize safety anywhere you are in. Thank you very much. Without further ado, I will call on the immediate past student affairs to just give, I know this the first meeting is coming in as our advisor. So we just come in and just give us an opening remark as he ushers us into the new body for student programs.
Okay, a very good evening to everyone, and thanks. You are my chairman, to my chairman, and I can see SACs that have joined the meeting, student chapter, student members that have joined the call, and bring greetings from the council chair. Though he wished he could have joined the meeting because he really prioritized student activities, and which is part of the agenda for today's town meeting. So he sends his greetings to all student members that we should all bear that he has a committee and the students in mind, and wants a lot. He has lots of expectations from our students. So I just welcome everyone to the meeting, and I think it's a good thing that we have an opportunity for students to hear their plight, their complaints, and how we can better manage the student program or student to professional relationship. And for I want to also use this medium to encourage students to also put in for the council's challenge contest and programs, so that, because you never really can tell how far you may go. Don't be discouraged. Don't also look down on yourself. Try to take up challenges, because when you take up a challenge, if you fail, good. If you pass, better. There are a lot of things you are going to learn or gain at the process. So I won't take much of our time, but to just let us know that this is a meeting that is quite timely, and your complaints also too will be heard. And SP is not, it's not a political organization. It's not for politics. So which means that whatever thing you say here today, we'll take it very, very vital and see how we can issues. Okay, so I will stop here and wish us a fruitful dedication. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please confirm you can hear me. No. Okay. Apologies. Let me try to. Please kindly mute your mic for those. I think Ukobong or so. Please. Was okay. Try to mute. I'm coming. Let me try to mute. Okay, Ubokobong. Please kindly mute your mic. Perfect. Okay. All right. Please confirm you can hear me now.
We can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Rume. Amazing one. And please kindly mute your mic. Amazing one, Dr. Rume. I want us to just give a round of applause, a virtual round of applause for Dr. Rume for serving, 2 years as the student affairs chair, and actually having a lot of, great initiative, passion for the student programs. Thank you. Thank you all very much. It's not easy to actually lead.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Over 12,000 students in SP Nigerian Council. And he has actually grown the student members here from, over to this number that we have. Thank you very much for the service. And also I've learned a lot from Dr. Rume in this leadership that I've been given. Thank you. I also need your support. And I know you always have those open door policy for us to learn. Even my co-chairs present here too. Dr. Obi also will lean on your support even now and beyond. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, sir, for the service. All right. So just like what Dr. Rume said, he has also sent the greetings from the council. I know, like I said, please, I would like every one of you, irrespective of the school you are in from, if you know a student member, a student group, tied to SP, kindly share the meeting invite to them. We also have a YouTube, link in case we have too many persons on this call. They can always look through on YouTube, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of vital information today, right? Most of you probably you have been in SP for years and all that, and you don't really know some of these details, right? Funny how I got to learn about SP when I came in around in 2011, right? And since then, I went to do research. I've grown through the ranks of being a normal student member, a membership head just in a level class, and down to general secretary, to vice president of student chapter, to the president of student chapter, down to a YP volunteer. I've gone through the ranks to be a student affairs chair in a section, then YP chair, and also the student affairs program share, like I'm starting to talk to you. So there's a lot of experience that will come with, dishing out some of this information. That's some mistake you probably might make. You won't make it if you are there to some of those things we say. And also some of these opportunities, you can easily grab them because you have heard of this. Why I know information is power was back then in school. just within some set of people, I never got any scholarship, but just going to, the SP group of people, I was able to garner 5 scholarships because of the information that was flowing on the group. So without any other ado, I'll just go straight to my presentation. The program outline, today's event will go from me. I'll just look at SP student statistics at a glance. We'll look at the council board, their expectations, and also look at the student programs timeline. I'll talk a little about the membership builder and also share some chapter growth strategies, especially drawing from my experience as a student chapter president back in 2016 to 2017. And also, I will be entertaining some questions. I see some of you have already dropped questions on the form that we shared earlier. All right. So what does it take to be a student chapter member? So if you are in any of our over 51 SP student chapters presently in SP Nigerian Council, you have done this maybe before you were established as a student chapter. So number one, you had a minimum of 25 paid student members. So to establish any student chapter, you need to have a minimum of 25 members. Then this one is after you have been established, there's the need. Hello, please confirm you can hear me. I see someone hands up. Can you hear me? Okay, all right. But anybody just confirm? I can still be heard. No
Yes,
one's
we can
raised
hear
their
you.
hand. All right, okay. All right, thank you very much. Then after a student chapter is established, every April 1st of every year, they require an annual report from the SP International. And that annual report just details the activities you have held all throughout the past 1 year, right? So from April 1st, the previous year to the April 1st that year, they want to know the activities you have done. If a student chapter fails to do this for 3 years, if a student chapter fails to do this for 3 years consecutively, it means that that chapter will be scrapped, right? So it's very important give people leadership positions that are passionate with SP. And that's why also Dr. Roman mentioned that SP is not a political organization, because if you don't have people who know some of these details, you might just end up laying the foundation for SP student chapter to be scrapped in that university. Also, there must be minimum of 3 core officers on file. The president, vice president, membership chair, secretary, treasurer must be on file. So if you want to know anything about your chapter, I just tell people, just go to Google and type maybe SP, Lautech, Ladoke, in the university, just type SP University of Benin. Just put SP University of Benin. You're going to see every detail about the chapter, your president, your this. If it's not updated, it means you have to update it, right? So, and that's what I think there are some university chapter that SP International sent to us that would need to update some of these officers on file. I've shared with the student affairs chair. I'm sure they have also reported to the student chapters concerned. So, because if you have this pending for 3 years, they are going to remove you from the student chapters, from the profile of student chapters in SP. And the last one is that a faculty advisor must be on file. A faculty advisor is just a lecturer in your university that is in charge of the day-to-day, monitoring of SP in that chapter. So these are what the criteria you need. Then these are SP student chapter statistics at a glance. It means I'm looking at SP International and I'm looking at SP Nigerian Council. So to know that you are in an international organization, SP exists presently in 127 countries globally. So we have student chapters in 127 countries. While in Nigerian Council, we have it all across Nigeria, but we call it section. So we have the Lagos section, which can have Ogun State as part of it, can have, looking at the different states around those regions. We have the Port Harcourt section, we have the Warri section, we have the Benin, Abuja, and we have the Oyo section. So, sorry, we have 6 sections presently in SP Nigerian Council. Now, SP International has currently 427 student chapters, right? of course, it can increase because in the next, maybe by January, when they put in more student chapters, you have more of them. But currently, we have about 427, right? While the SPE Council has 51 student chapters. So SPE International has 64,000 student members. Out of that 64,000, the council has 12,000, just Nigeria alone. So that's is more than more than 1/10, right? So Nigerian Council alone, Nigeria has a lot of student members, right? And we student membership is sponsored by Chevron internationally, and also Nigeria Council is not exempted. We also the membership, so membership is free, right? But when you now get to the professional level, after you graduate, SP gives you 1 year free membership after you graduate, right? So from that 1 year free membership, then if you don't even have money or maybe you have not started working, you can write a letter to SPE, and for 2 years more, SPE can extend your membership free of charge. All right. I'm talking to maybe some of you that will be graduating very soon. So you have that. Please help me mute some persons. Please kindly mute if you are not talking. Yeah. All right. Thank you. So, yeah, thank you very much. There are some competitions that SP and activities that SP uses internationally to engage students. One includes the student paper contest, and if you become the best in Africa, SP International will sponsor you to the conference we usually do, around September, October. They call it the ATC, to present in the International Student Paper Contest. So please mute your mic. So we have the student paper contest that is sponsored by SP International. So if you are the best in Africa, you're sponsored. This year we had USP University of Ibadan, one of the students that came out the best in Africa and was sponsored. So watch out very soon. We're going to be calling for student paper contest soon. And that best in student paper contest in Nigeria will be sponsored to Kenya next year for the African paper contest, and if the person wins, qualifies, goes to the US free of charge. So those are all sponsored by SP. Also, we have the Petro Bowl. Petro Bowl is a quiz competition that we do among universities at the international level. Of course, we have qualifiers from Nigerian Council down to Africa, right, and down to the global body. So, but however, this is an information that will be first released here. The International Petro Bowl will be on hold for now due to the visa issues, but they have told us we'll have to strengthen the regional Petro Bowl. So selected number of schools from our council from Nigeria will be sponsored to Kenya next year for the Africa Petro Bowl. So also we have what they call Dribotics. I know many of the Nigerian chapters don't know about this Dribotics, but you can look, just put SP Dribotics contest. You can look at it. The entry is currently on. It will close on November 30th. So it's just a kind of, especially for some of you that know about Energy Challenge, this Dribotics is just about you doing a kind of demo of a drilling rig, and you do a contest and all that with it. So it's just a roundabout way of SP knowing your innovation in terms of design. Right. Also, SP gives scholarship. There's a Momo scholarship for master's students. There's the one even we give at section levels and all that. Yeah, also we have what they call the virtual career pathway. That's a career fair for students. We have SP Connect. Most students don't know that you can actually go through the SP Connect and get to have information from SP and connect with professionals over there. So if you are interested with this, just Google SP Connect. In as much you're a student member of SP, you can have access to this and you can chat. It's just a normal chatting platform for SP members, right? And it's not secluded to whether you're a student or not. So please take advantage. I know a lot of students too that have taken advantage of this connect, gotten recommendations to the US for studies and all that. So take advantage of that. Also, SP gives awards, right? So for chapter awards, you guys already know. I'll be talking about more of the awards very soon. Then also we have the League of Volunteers. You can actually go, if you Google SP League of Volunteers, you will see that you can actually, as a student, volunteer in anything in SP, especially if the vacancy is open. You can say, I want to volunteer in virtual career pathway. I want to volunteer as an ambassador of so. I want to volunteer in this conference, anything. And they will give you a certificate for it. So if you are looking forward to building your resume, please, there are a lot of volunteering options that are also open to students. I know many in Nigeria they don't use this, but please, if you're interested, just look at for those things. You get to enjoy some benefits. I remember one time, one of the Footmina students he was in the board in SP Student Council, like international platform. And these are the platform because you can easily say the SP Student Development Committee opens this volunteering position for at least, some students, or let me know, some students can volunteer to, be at the International Student Board. There are professionals there, but they open it to some students. So these are where you can see those opportunities and apply, right? So the 2026 SP International President is Dr. Jennifer Miskimins, right? For SP Nigerian Council, as per competitions, we are doing a lot, right? So this, you can ask me some of the questions here too, in case we have what they call the student paper contest. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Do you hear me? Please, can you confirm you can still hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
All right, thank you. Yeah, okay. My coach here, please, you can call Dr. Pringles for me. I know he's trying to reach me. You can drop him and tell him the meeting is on. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. All right. So we have some activities in student in our SP Nigerian Council. We have like activities like the student paper contest. We have the petrol bowl. I know some of you are familiar with this. We have the energy challenge and okay. Please Dr. Pringle says in the waiting room. I don't know. Let's admit admin, please. You can. I guess everybody is in now. Apologies. Let me confirm. Yeah. Apologies. Dr. Pringles, can you hear us now? Okay. All right. So when Dr. Pringles is in, someone should tell me. Okay. So we have the student paper contest. We have the energy challenge. We have a conference we usually do called the STSC. Actually, these are where most of those competitions take place, except for the chapter contest and the drops and YMCTY scholarship. So let me just break it down, right? Student paper contest, normal contest, right? What a technical paper you have written.
Hello, Abby. Hello, Abby.
Yes, Dr.
Excuse
Obi.
me. Yeah, please. Franco is on the waiting room. How do we bring
Yes.
him in? Because I can't see him waiting.
Exactly. Please tell him that let him know the link is on, because tell him I just sent a message that I can't see him on the waiting room now.
Yes,
Please,
I can't see him too.
make sure you send this link to him. Tell him that we can't see him on the waiting room now. And then send me a message. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Okay, all right. So we have the student paper contest, normal technical paper, petrol bowl, quiz competition. I said energy challenge is more of an innovative solution that students, chapters, especially within a team, they have come together to profile, to solve an energy challenge. Right, chapter contest is based on the activities you have done, within the past June to the next year, that's in June, and we look at all the different things you have done. We have different scoring criteria and we'll get the best student chapter. Then we have the normal conference STSC that features this competition, mentoring sessions, and a lot of other things that we'll do, social activities to bond students together within the council. We have the drop scholarship. So SP's Nigerian Council gives scholarship to some certain students. So we have 300 level students. We'll take the best 300 level students that are in SP in all our universities. They write an exam, and we give 5 of them, that's the best in this section. We invite them to the conference we call NICE. That's a professional conference that holds every August, and we'll give them scholarship. Also, YMCTY is Yusuf Masashi's Kaizen Young Scholarship. This is for secondary schools. We also have where we do exam for secondary school students, and we'll give them scholarship, right? So we also have awards like a lot of the different awards taking place now. The Girl in STEM Award. Also, we're introducing a new award in SP Nigerian Council, which will be called the Professor Godwin Shuku Outstanding Student Volunteer Award. So it's going to be presented to student volunteers, outstanding student volunteers. Also, just like what Dr. Rumi initiated, we have student lecture series that we do just to bring some career guidance to students. And we're introducing something to the graduation symposium, because one thing we want to try to drive is that student to young professional conversion, and especially to ensure that when students are leaving the scene to the young professional setting, they know what to do, right? They are aware with vital skills and all that. So we're going to tie it with also some with the section to do an overall symposium and all that. We might just give guidance to the sections on this, so that when it's fully coordinated in the section, we can just be monitoring. Yeah. Then the 2026 SP Nigerian Council Chair is Mr. Francis Onwashe from Chevron. All right. So SP International Awards. They have 3 categories of the award right now. We have actually had different platforms of the category, but right now, as of now, how it stands, we have 3 categories for the award. So I'm sharing this information to motivate a student chapter president or executive to look at those criteria and know where they want to start developing, right? The international, I'm going to talk about, the council and every other thing. But at least we'll need nothing less than 3 students, or at least nothing less than 3 of our student chapters should be qualified for an international award. Knowledge is power, so you need to know how do they do this thing. That's why I'm bringing some of this information to you. So we have the technical dissemination and professional development, and we have the community involvement, and we have member recognition and appreciation. Kudos to, I think, the Benedict University of Okada and the Federal University of Technology, Mina. I think they were the 2 schools that got the international awards this year. And these were scoring criteria. So, yeah, you might do a lot of volumes of programs. The quantity of programs is scored as 5%, but you need to know how to relate it to the impact on the members. So when you're preparing your award criteria, what is very important, you can see what carries over 70% is what is the impact on your members. So you have to start documenting your programs now, right? On how the impact the kind of programs you have, how impactful it is to members. Very, very important. Then also innovation is judged as 10%, and the strength of member testimonial, because you always have a student member, we write a letter, like a kind of letter of support, that this is what, that you have benefited, either personally in top of this award. I tell people that success don't just happen on its own. You can do all the best program, but if you don't know the criteria for certain things, you might just be thinking, they did, why shouldn't we get this and all that? It's not about the volumes of program. It's about how you are able to structure this program. Okay, I think the SP Nigerian Council student affairs year just came in. I'll just pause a bit for him to give. It was also to add to a small opening remark. To this town hall meeting. And Dr. Pringles, I don't know if you can hear us.
Okay. Good evening, all.
Okay, welcome, sir. Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, tell me, how you doing now?
Very
How
fine,
you
sir.
doing?
Yes,
Yeah.
very fine.
We dey
Yes, sir.
fine, no, we dey fine, sir. We dey fine.
What did they happen? Okay,
Welcome.
just a quick one. I don't have so much, but I feel this 2025, 2026 student year should be something very strategic and innovative. And I think the team we are having is a team that can set this role in. AP is capable, and we have a very strong advisor. And the co-chairs too, they are also capable just for us to set up a strategy. But what the student will expect, should expect something different and something more innovative and more impactful. So for me, that's my opening remark. I will just be, if there's any other question to me, I will be open to answer and also to add advice too. But I will let the student chair to continue. Thank you very much and welcome everyone to this section. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, Dr. Pringles has been very vital towards a lot of initiative is also bringing in to ensure that student members get the best within the council board. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so I'll continue the SP Chapter International Awards. I'm saying all this now so that, especially, I know a lot of the student chapter president just took over, right? And you still have a lot of time to start building on some of these things. Please, as you're looking at it, make sure there's a drive within you to pursue one or two, three of these items that I'm laying out. Information is power, like I said, and information like this has a long way in ensuring that you become the best. I see the Zoom link is almost the full to capacity is 100, so you can always refer the YouTube to people. It's also streamed live from YouTube. So in case people can't join the Zoom, you can go to the YouTube. So just like what we innovated this year in the council, the SP uses what they call small chapter, medium chapter, and large chapter. It's not to try to bring any chapter down, but it's just done in terms of membership. So if at the end of December 2025, your membership is less than 100, it's called small chapter. If your membership is between 101 to 200, is medium, and if your membership is greater than 200, is large. What it means is that for those with less than 100, if you apply for that, you want to apply for the award for technical dissemination, it means they are going to look across chapters that have less than 100 and score you with those ones and get the best out of them. Right? So you'll be judged among chapters in the world that have less than 100. So medium, 101 and 200, then large, this thing. But I will use this medium also because this is a year of recognition. We'll be doing a lot of recognition this year. And I want to use this year, this medium we can give a virtual round of applause to one school that ever hit the mark of 1,000 this year. That's Federal University of Petroleum Resources. They have above 1,000 student members. It's actually an amazing one for a student member to have that kind of amount. So I want to appreciate the president, the membership share in those places that have really made it very outstanding. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so this is like a membership builder. It's just showing statistics. I could have gotten all the 51 student members to align your membership and all that, but I just decided to show it in sections so that it's not going to be too messy, right? This is just showing Port Harcourt, the different sections, and just showing their membership and the target. Amazing one, Lagos and Warri, they have met their targets. We still have Port Harcourt, Abuja, Benin. Maybe by the time the November ending comes, will probably meet their targets that was set to them by student programs early this year. But this is just showing that where we have most of our student members, they're coming from Port Harcourt. I know Uyo has been divided, but the tracker still shows Port Harcourt and Uyo. By the time in November this year, it should be separate, right? So, but at least we know where the strengths of the student members are coming from. 2957 Lagos and the others, right? So this is just showing the statistics for student members as at the year, as at October ending, for 2025. Now, I want to share the vision of the SP Nigerian Council share to every student members, and this is what is expected for every student chapter rather to follow, right? Whether chapter, whether member, please, the council chair has told us to communicate this down to the grassroots. The guiding principles for the 2025 to 2026 council year will be grounded in these areas: PVT, PSC. So Petrobro people get to know about this right now. Don't say that you have not seen it anywhere. So PVT is just showing professionalism, volunteerism, technology, processes, structure, and compliance. You already know the SPI vision, right? Is to advance oil and gas, ability to meet world energy in a safe, secure, and sustainable manner. And our mission is to connect a global community of engineers, scientists, and related energy professionals to exchange knowledge. I'll just put out the goal. The goal of the council here is to strengthen the SP Nigerian Council, including the student chapters, through the PVT, PSC pillars, right? And the council focus will be on this, where professionalism, volunteerism, technology, processes, structure, and compliance. We're going to explain a little of it in detail in the next slide. But the council chair is interested in raising the bar for 2026 flagship programs. And one of the stuff that concerns us as students is STSC. So we have set a target that we should be able to have over 5,000 participants. Yes, I know some of you will ask, how do you want to do the 5,000, right? But we have a platform where we can, only the participants who can decide to say we can cater for participants, but it's going to be open to students. If you want to come to STSC, in as much you can, be able to afford the accommodation and all that on your own, you can be able to come and participate, right, in STSC. So those are the platforms we are looking at, but this is the stuff the council has given to us. So the objectives of professionalism, it just means that you have to elevate your competence through structured training, certification. So our advice in terms of this professionalism, please, student members, be interested in personal development. We are proud of our students. You see how we recognize a lot of our students that are standing in different teams, right? Even me and myself talking to you, you already saw, I think some of you saw how also my own company appreciated in terms of the international award gotten. These are things that makes you outstanding in terms of the work you're doing. People know the value that, okay, they can see you. And I'm also relating this to your class. Be the best in class so that people can see SP people. They are people that, with dignity, they come out in terms of competence, they are there, right? And in any sphere of their field, they are outstanding. You see, immediate past student here, you can see how many papers he has written despite the schedule. Dr. Pringles, see, even with the old work, you can see the PhD he got, So, in fact, in SP, professionalism is a key one. Foster mentorship and knowledge sharing initiative that bridge the gap. So it should not be said that an SP member is failing, because SP people, they are people of competence, right? So, and even if you are not doing very well, if you need support, please kindly reach out. Volunteerism is the V part of it. And what Council Chair has said is that we need to reinforce a culture of selfless service. I believe when you are in school, if you can volunteer, if you know how to do graphics design, do for the chapter, right? And you should not be thinking of payment every time, because you never can tell where somebody can spot you, right? I remember there was somebody just doing free thing, like not free per se, because the chapter, I know they probably encourage, but they're just doing those kind of things. And before you know, we spotlight that person that was very good at design, and we started engaging the person and doing the professional work with the person and getting payment. So those are things. Your volunteerism can spot you out a lot. Even with my own volunteerism back there in SP chapter, that was how I got an internship with ExxonMobil. Before then, I never knew I can even go to ExxonMobil. But because of this volunteerism thing, when some people came, I said, oh, we love those guys that helped us with those things. So I'm just saying it has a good way, but even with, irrespective of whether you want to look at the benefits, have selfless service. If it's a talent, you can do volunteer. If it's moderating, you can do it without saying money, money, money all the time, right? Then technology. Yeah, Council Chair has also said we should drive innovation in our different chapters. So facilitate thought leadership platforms, and support industry academia collaboration. So how this can be applied to student chapters, right? Well, we have a lot of different, I believe you guys, most of you guys are the Gen Z generation, right? So you guys should look for ways to digitize most of your events. Look at ways to make sure you can have technology process that people will be like, oh, wow, so we can do this kind of things, right? So these are things that he wants us to incorporate into our different, you can even bring the ideas to us so that we can, put it through. Then also processes, develop and implement standardized procedures. And this is where I will charge all student chapters. Make sure you have a student chapter constitution. Most times when I see where there are a lot of troubles in student chapters is because there are no laid down rules of what should be done in the student chapter activities. In terms of leadership, there are no laid down rules, what should be done. So in this regard, I'll say, please, in terms of processes, structure things, how things are done. What's the work of the vice president? What's the work of membership share? So that nobody will say, I didn't know that I was supposed to do this. Structure, have a clear framework for clearer roles. So this is also tied to what I said earlier. Then compliance, ensure full adherence to SP international guidelines. Just as I just mentioned earlier, make sure that you're on track in terms of, is my faculty advisor on file? Is when you hand over to a president, the next president, ensure that you have changed the presidency, you have changed the different executive, you have put in the right people in the position before you leave the membership builder, right? So maybe we'll have a session on this again to just make sure, because I've seen that there's a lot of a backlog of people that don't really know how things are being done in SP. So we'll probably have those student chapter engagement to say, okay, this is what you do, this is how you monitor the membership and all that. But this is just a town hall to just give you an overview of what you are expected to do before the engagement. Now, we have the student programs committee. We have some things that are already outlined. So we already have, of course, like a committee, we have professionals that are in charge, right? So we have committee members from the different sections. So you are all well represented in terms of the different student chapters here. And also, like Dr. Pringles that also came earlier is the council student affairs chair, while I'm the student programs chair, right? We also have the co-chairs, Dr. Obi Obeta, and also we have Aisha Toko, right? So I'm just saying we have, and also a lot of the different committee members. We have already finalized the STSC team for 2026. Amazing team. You guys are going to see it. We're going to release it soon alongside with the STSC venue when it's out. Also, we have started the process for Dr. Olumide Phillips Scholarship. So if you are a student chapter executive here, and you are not carried along, that currently what is going on is that we need two top 300 level students right now from the different chapters where they will now do a competition. So you need to get across to your student affairs chair in your section to send you that mail, because we're already compiling list of people that can go for the exam, right? So the Dr. Olumide Phillips Scholarship is currently on. I also sent to secondary schools to have a representative for that scholarship exam. Also, we have sent out the call for Energy Challenge. Energy Challenge is actually a chapter contest and not, so I know some persons have asked on this that, oh, how can we apply and all that? It's through your student chapter. You can have a lot of different submissions, but the maximum person in the team that can be submitted or that can present is 2 persons. You can put all the names of the people that are participated, but only 2 will be invited to STSC if they qualify. So this is very important to note. With the call for Nigerian paper contest, the call will be made very soon, but we have to await the STSC venue and date confirmation. Since some of you that have done this in the past, you know that we have our own website for this, so we need to display the team and the venue to have that paper contest tool that will be out soon. And like I said, the winner of paper contest will go to Kenya for the Africa paper contest, and then if the person qualifies, will be sponsored also to the US for the conference and the worldwide conference. So these are action items that we're still closing out. And I think just to know, also if you see line 16, we are going to be having a new award, which is the Professor Godwin Shugo Outstanding Student Volunteer Award. Yeah, the criteria and all that will be out for you guys soon. You guys already know of the Girl in STEM Award, though not handled by our committee, but yeah, we actually also help to facilitate that. All right, so what is the focus for our own student programs? Focus for aligning with that for council for student chapters. I want to have an enriched technical content, or to have enriched technical content. Also, we're looking at the student chapters should have outstanding professional program. So number one is being stressed by council chair, right? He wants to see you guys having very great technical events. Kudos to Bayero University, Kano. They did an amazing one. They tried to simulate the STSC in their school. Also, I know Uniport did something like that too. So kudos to them. Yeah, they try to simulate those kind of contents in their school, featuring energy challenge and the rest. Outstanding one to prepare your students for the main conference coming up. So these are things we want to be seeing. You want to have energy challenge in your school. You want to have different professionals coming to your school, going to field trips. Yeah, I think I've seen some other schools also going for field trips and all that. Very important. I think I know I know some schools, Foot Me Now, so if I'm not mistaken, well done team. Yeah, so you can always reach out to your alumni, reach out to people in your section if you want to do. But council share stress will need a lot of technical so that students are aware, of what is happening in the industry. So another key focus is that we're going to be focusing on membership growth and initiatives. By the end of this year, just barely into the next year, we're going to be reeling out the new membership targets for our student chapter. Then also impactful community outreach. I see some of the schools that go for Energy for Me and other activities, do Girl Power Day and all that. Amazing one. I'm always very impressed, right? So impactful community outreach. Also, we want to see most of our student chapters doing membership recognition and appreciation. Right. I know AU does this, even birthdays, they release birthdays of some of their members, right? I don't know which other school does it, but you can type on the chat if your school is very good with membership recognition and appreciation. If any of your student member, maybe even if you got an award in another organization, celebrate the person. Right? If your student member was the best graduating set, okay, AB, well done. Okay, if your footmen are, oh, great. Okay, great. Okay, I'm seeing some student chapters repping their school that they do a lot of that, right? So even we ourselves will be doing it from our own angle. We probably might be able to see the presidents because we work with them directly and our students are first year. Okay, you are Unipo, oh, great. Okay, I think good. I'm happy that I'm seeing a lot of schools that are doing this membership recognition. But please, as part of SP, we have what they call SP care. Note your members, your active members' birthday. Note them down. Appreciate them on those birthdays. Have somebody in charge of this, right? I'm going to be sharing some of these strategies too with you guys and see what I also did during my time. That I also drove a lot of membership, and a lot of support in my own time. Right? So these are very important, please, very important. Members, I will be looking out for those that do this recognition, appreciation for members. You can even do outstanding student volunteer of the month, right? In your chapter, you come together, who was one very, these are things that can really make people very happy, right? And they can even put it on their CV. I was a stand student for April. These are things that will be building to their CV, right? Why they get some of these opportunities. Also, I'll be looking for program delivery and coordination, right? Sometimes I can just come into some student chapter meetings. I want to see that you are prepared. I'm happy when I see some student chapters, they have ready slides available, for their program. They are not thinking what is the next. They already have a slide, how the program should go, right? So when you see something at the section level or at the council level, please try to emulate it. I see some very good graphic designs, and I'm really very happy. Also, source for some of these skills from some of your members in case to help guide you, especially when you know that you don't really have those needed support. Source for some of those things. Then I want to see innovation. Yeah, I want to see new things that you are bringing on board, right? In terms of, I think the first I was be seeing in terms of simulating some of these STS is what these guys did this year. I don't know whether there have been any chapter that have done this simulation, but it's a good one. You try to, because I know it's very intensive to do. And I also encourage some of you to apply for the hosting of STSC. I feel that BUK was able to simulate this STSC because they were involved with the council in terms of planning all through. So they could know what we did, some of the templates we sent to them and all that. So they can use them to do their criteria and also I encourage you to, as part of putting to, to host STS in your school. Though the schools that have put in already for this year, we're already, we announce very soon. It's already over for this year. But please, subsequent years, if you want to really bring SP alive in your school, what is really more joyful than to see a lot of the oil and gas workers coming to your school? SP will be very vibrant, just like how BUK is right now. Right. So, yeah. So let me share some of the chapter membership growth strategies, and I want to really ensure, please, most of you on the call, if you're a student executive, pass this down. It's very important for you to have those. It's not good. I tell people within that 1 year that you'll be in that leadership position, let people feel your impact. Let people go back and say it was during this time. I have that talk, especially in my alma mater. It was during this time that something significant, that this guy did this thing, I remember, right? So it's very important you just don't leave your student chapter the way you found it. I will advise you, if you don't have a chapter constitution, please start to try much as possible to get one. There are some student chapters that have constitution. You can ask for them. I know of OAU having a constitution. I don't know. I know of Nigerian Maritime University having a constitution. I know of some chapters that are actually doing well because they already have those progress, right? So you can get the format from them. UI, okay, good. UI has, please, if your school has the constitution, please drop it for me too, because I want to know your school has a constitution. Also drop it for me. Okay. Let me get to see on the chat. If your school has a constitution, I want to see those that have. Okay, I only see UI. I know OAU has. I know NMU has. Okay, Fumina does. Good. Futo has a constitution. Okay, Dimas. Okay, OAU. Okay. All right. So please, please, you can see some of these schools dropping it. If you are a president executive, please, you can request from the president to have a constitution. Okay, the Uniporters. So request from there and say, I just want to see a format so that you start to draft your faculty advisor review it, and it becomes a law under your destiny. And say, okay, so the reason why his constitution is good is that it provides guidance as to anybody coming for the role, what should be done. Because I get this, I don't know what to do. No, they didn't tell me my role, because this is not spelled out for them. But when you are inducting officers and you have a constitution for them, their roles are spelled out. Even in terms of removing someone, that if the person is not effective, the procedure to removing those persons are there so that you can have a very good platform, for this thing. It's something you can do in your time, right? If you don't have, please, it's something I will look forward to, asking. This constitution is a very important thing. Also, designate students at different levels in a department as membership head. So I did this back then in my school. Right? What did I do? I actually started as a suggestion to the president then. Right? What I did was to say, okay, we have student SP members in, maybe, let me take example. Let's say petroleum engineering 100 level, 200 level, 300 level. The president cannot reach out to all of them. And the group that we have in that SP, like, we have a general group for SP members, right? But it doesn't go to the other people in the other places that are not members of SP. So what we did was that to ensure that the message that I'm posting here gets to the different levels, we now decided to have a representative in those different levels, which we call membership head. And they also documented on our file that this is a membership head. So the person knows that that's the position you can put on his CV. I'm the membership head, 200 level, SP, this is it. Right? And with that, we make sure that if we post an information, the person posts it. Then if we want to now do renewal, because there's what they call membership builder. If you're an executive and you don't know how to log into the membership builder, maybe we can have that session. You can you reach out on that student council group of all presidents. Let's see. We'll have a session on that, right? It means that I can go to that my membership builder of my chapter and tell which of my members have renewed their membership and have not renewed their membership. So what we do is that we'll just print out that membership builder, that form, is already an Excel sheet of everybody's name. Tell the different membership to identify, just tick your members. And when you tick your members, we have a target for them and say, okay, try and renew at least 60% of these people in your class. And those were the things that were working because they are seeing each other in the class every day. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll teach them how to just go to the portal, do your renewal. And it's as simple as that. So these are very good strategies to build especially in terms of renewals and even in adding new members. These are strategies. Are you a member of SP? Okay, no, we can do it for you. Okay, I can do it after class. So membership builder is a very good platform, to have to increase your membership. Then also, this is something also I did in school. When we had my school there, when we had the OA, we didn't have an alumni platform. Of course, we had people that were working in the oil and gas industry. Please try to mute your mind. We have people working in the oil and gas industry, but we didn't have an alumni platform because SP started very young then. And I decided to say, I said, people that we are graduating now, of course, in 5 years, I know they will not be the same because I know no status is static. These are people that will be in different stratas. So, and I decided, what do? I created an alumni platform while I was president. So I just added all of us that were graduating. I knew not all everybody that was just graduating, people that were outstanding volunteers. Please kindly mute your mic. People that were outstanding volunteers. So you can have a set graduating, and you know that this person doesn't give a damn about SP. No need to add him to the SP platform, to the SP alumni platform. Add only people that you knew, maybe you were that were going for energy for me, that were doing citywide, that were petrol bull, people that served, because those are the people that will still be asking our SP for our school, I in B now. Do you understand? So that's what I will advise every student chapter. If you don't have an alumni platform, please do so. I know we already have some established platform, like you, I have an established one, right? And all that. Please, if you have an alumni platform too as a student chapter that the president every year is aware, is added, you give report. Let me see on the platform, right? I want to see those student chapters that have outstanding, like an alumni platform, right? If you have it, let's get to know. So that thing can, and what the strategy now that once you now have those platforms, how we ensure that we have dedicated this thing that once a student chapter president is coming, just send your budget ahead of time. Means by just what you have in plan. There are some persons that can say, I can sponsor this particular one. Oh, is it the energy for me? How many schools? Okay, 600,000. I'll give you guys this one, right? Is it this one? I will give you guys this one. Oh, scholarship. Okay, I'll just, maybe you can do it in recognition of my name. I'll support this one. Do you understand? These are things, I know some people because they were passionate in Petrobo. Oh, okay, they went to Petrobo as far back as 2016. So when they see their student members going and they know the team is good, don't worry, I'll sponsor your transport. These are how you build student, but you have to start now. If you don't have it now, you can add the president that was there to add the previous president to add it. That's how you build the platform. So very important. If you guys want to elevate yourself from some financial challenges and also keep alumni people interested, these are ways to do so. Also, prepare programs and budget not later than 3 months. It's also tied to this. It shows your preparation, especially it shows your preparation. Then initiate student-friendly activities that can drive publicity and awareness of SP. We have things like free internet day. I did something like that in school. The whole school came around that day because they wanted to use our internet, right? And that was the way we pushed SP to them, right? And a lot of people, they enrolled, for SP because SP is actually for everybody that is interested. But doing some fancy programs like that can bring a lot of people to you. right? So I did back then we did a game of capital, and it's so good that the team still does that kind of thing. What do you do? I noticed that my school then was very competitive. People wanted to, and I was like, okay, let's do a very good program that can like, okay, how well we have about 250 something countries. How well do you know state like your country and capital, right? And we did those kind of battle, right? In fact, that time over 200 students applied for this, and we collected, if I'm not mistaken, 500 naira was the form back then. And I told them we're supposed to give them 10,000. 500 was the form. And I know a lot of people, we even made more money. We used it to do the SP week around that time, right? So what am I saying is that those initiatives, they can bring money for you. You understand? They can bring money for you. So those things are very good. Also, battle of words in terms of this, and yeah, those are very innovative things you can do. A lot of people will come, and then you can now talk about SP. Recognize outstanding student members monthly and celebrate birthdays. I think I overflowed this initially, right? So these are ways you can get to improve the volunteerism of members. Then we actually recommend succession in SP chapter presidency, subject to passion and performance. So this is not we recommend, right? Because the way SP is structured, you have to have known some certain information before you come in. If not, you'll be lost. Right, so we actually recommend it, even as in your constitution puts that maybe if it's the vice president become the president, or you have a president elect that is coming in, that will be in the previous level coming in to take over. We actually advise. But if it's not in your constitution, that means it's not sacrosanct. You understand? So, but we advise that it helps to really build your platform. Like it helps to really build you. But than electing a president in 500 level, as at that time, you might have somebody that might not be passionate, or because it's not clear that he's going to be president, he has not had a vision, and then like he doesn't even know programs to do, and then you see starting to struggle again and all that. But if the person already knows that I'm going to be president before this, even in his internship, he starts pulling a lot of things, getting to know professionals, already outlining the programs, looking at his different committee heads. Oh, I want this one to be citywide. A lot of planning. I saw it in my time. It helped, and it's a very good thing for you to do. Even as students are first year in a section, you can see people that have presidency that they know this person will take over. The most times they do better. Right, chapter executive should go through the SP chapter membership builder, identify members for renewal. This was what I mentioned earlier, right? Membership builder is something you guys really need to be looking at every month. The membership share, look at it every month. Which of our members have not renewed? How many persons do we have this month? These things will be displayed in the membership builder. Chapter should be focused on publicity and post pictures. And of course, I like appreciating people. So probably if I don't know your chapter is doing it, you can always drop it on the group. I see what a lot of what BUK is doing right now on LinkedIn. Amazing. OAU, amazing team. I'm trying to recall chapters I've seen. Novena, good one. So please, and also drop on the platform if your chapter is very good on publicity, drop it on the platform. Yeah, let me see so that I can go check your LinkedIn, your either your LinkedIn and your Instagram. So chapter should be focused on publicity. You are great. You should be focused on publicity, post pictures and events for memories. Do you know that I ensured this as far back as 2016? I ensure that we have an Instagram to post pictures of our events, because I had that vision that I'm going to look at these pictures 10 years to come. I'll be laughing at myself. And that's what I do. Sometimes I go to the page and I will be laughing because back then, see how skinny we were. Those are memories. And sometimes I share with some of these big guys already. They're in the US and all that. And be like, you see, I better send me, man, send something to that chapter. So this is very important. Okay, I see Lautech. Okay, student members are saying they are very active on those social media. I advise you are active on both LinkedIn and Instagram. Instagram will just give you a few pictures of all the, like you just see all the pictures in one. I don't know. I like that platform too. Also, LinkedIn, professionally, you'll be meeting your alumni and all that. So very important. Encourage student members with trendy challenges. I did this also back then. You can decide to say, oh, we're doing this is Girls International Day. A girl should come 1 minute talk on this. We'll have a prize of 5K for you. These are things you do to really encourage people to know that SP is not about just technical tool. You do things that will also be getting the outsiders into SP. Thank you for listening. Apologies, I overstayed the time by over 10 minutes. So I think the platform will now be open for us to ask questions. But before that, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, it's not easy talking. Thank you very much. So why I will take questions also physically. I know the chat is bubbling with a lot of you can still drop your chat. You can still drop your questions on the chat group. I want to take those questions that came online. I'll just take some of them now. Then before I open this session also, but if you have questions, either you drop it or maybe when we have some we can take some of them in terms of you wanting to say something. Please, I'm not checking the YouTube right now, so the co-chairs can call my attention if there are any questions on the YouTube platform. Okay, so I'm opening the questions that came in from some student chapter members. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of the engagement. So I'll just try to skip like to go through most of the questions. Okay. Okay, so what are the chances? This one is from someone from UNIUYO. He say, what are the chances for petroleum engineering students in the Nigerian petroleum industry? So of course, yeah, there's still oil is not going. You can hear that fossil fuel is still in vogue. Whether you are talking of renewables and all that, so we still have fossil fuel in vogue right now. So don't be scared. The only thing is that what I will advise every petroleum engineering students to do is to learn data analysis very well, know how to use Excel very well, Power BI, learn those tools because data is like the future. You're going to need a lot of it. So data analysis is the future, right? Yeah. All right. So can we get the slides? Okay. Yeah, sure. The slides can be available for everyone to learn. Maybe I might pass it to your president. It will be on your president platform. All right. So why are non-petroleum SP members not allowed to hold position? Okay. Okay. If you want to share, okay, someone wants to share this whiteboard. Okay. You want to take notes? Why? All right, let me take all the questions here first. So someone from Uniben say, why are non-petroleum SP members not allowed to hold position in SP Uniben? And the popular saying that SP is for everyone. Okay, it depends on how the chapter was established. Because some petroleum engineering department, that's the SP is their petroleum engineering department. So they can bring you into SP as a member, but the executive position is for SP. Is for their department members, right? So if it's in their constitution as that, you won't be able to have any, but you can enjoy the benefits as a student member, right? Then also there are some that it's even maybe the chemical engineering department that established it. So they will not zone some positions to other departments. Like maybe the presidency still stays with the department so that, things are done in the right way because they were the founding members. So yeah, I'm guessing, for Uniben, of course, I know Uniben, I think that's their department, so that's why. Then this one is from River State. What CGPA should a student attain to be qualified for IT? No, you don't need any CGPA to be qualified for IT. Can we subsidize this from University of Ibadan? A student from university, can we subsidize NAIS for students to encourage students to attend compared to NAPE? Yeah, we're working on this. At least, it shouldn't be the same with the professional members. So, yeah. Of course, another thing, though, NAPE doesn't do that student conference that we do. Student conference takes a lot of money from council. So that was the initial reason why most times they say NAIS is strictly for professionals. The students that are being invited is because they have been distinguished in their various areas, like the Petrobo, the Energy Challenge. So they don't have to bring everybody in. But they still talk to make sure that at least students get a subsidized amount because it's a good platform to connect. All right, so this from Futo. Can the council explore partnership with local operators or service companies to create a more structured internship pipeline for students? So internship topic is actually very, very It's a very, very sensitive ones because you have a lot of people, scrambling for those internship positions. You have words of people, you have, children, even of those persons are scrambling for those internship, right? But there are platforms where there are exams available. I believe our student program shared some of those, like Chevron now is currently recruiting. They have a link already. Please, somebody should drop from, I've posted already on different platforms. You can share the Chevron internship link. Even scholarship now is available. NLNG scholarship is available for 100 level students. People looking for publicity for SP in your chapter. These are what you use to go and get 100 level. Just get somebody to know how to apply for this NLNG and just publish and say SP can register NLNG scholarship for you. List the document that they need. And you see, after you finish, you say, okay, you have to be a member of SP. That's it, right? That's it. So please, I'm giving some tips for some persons here right now to have those platforms to know how to do scholar publicity. Even this internship is publicity. If you post this information, ensure people register and 2 or 3 of your members, because they'll say they got it through SPA. So these are very good ways to push publicity out right now. Why is there no physical event being held in Benson House? Okay, I don't know. I'll ask about that. In Igbenedion University says when other schools don't want you to function, what should I do as the president? Reach out to the faculty advisor. Let them remove such executives that are not willing to perform or not allowing you to work. Right? Yeah.
Don't make me fall down. See, I will not. Don't make me
Also
fall
let
down.
the student,
You gotta be careful. Be
please,
careful.
please kindly mute your mic. Kindly mute your mic. Okay, so please also inform your student affairs here too when you have an executive. But there's room for replacements of executive if they are not working. There's room. How available are job opportunities for soon to be graduates of? Yeah, they are very available. My company recruited over 1,000 persons recently, right? So jobs are very available, but you need to have that, you need to be prepared when the opportunities come. All right. Why is Nai? Okay, I've answered this one. All right, thanks. I think I've taken all the questions from this thing. I want to get maybe some questions from some people online. Yeah, if you are online and you want to ask a question, just raise up your hand. Okay. I'll be going through the chat, but if you're online, please raise up your hand. Okay, all right. So I'll see the first hand I'm seeing, Divine Light. You can unmute and let's talk. So we'll finish this section in about roughly 10 minutes. All right. Divine Lights, go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well now.
Okay, good evening. So
Good evening.
basically, I wanted to ask a question. In the membership builder, I realized that there's no way to contact the people, like the members that are on the membership builder form. So I wanted to ask, is there a way you can incorporate probably the email or phone number of the members so that we can reach out to them?
No, you can't reach out to them on their phone number, but you can reach out to them, their email address. So there's what they call informs on SPE. You can decide to send a message to all your members. We can have that session later, right? So there's what they call informs. You can send a mail to all of them, but you will not see their mail. You get me? Right? Because it's assumed to be a private information in SP. But for you as a chapter member, if you have these membership heads in your different levels, you can tell them to identify different persons. That's in case you want to work on renewal or something. You can decide to ask for these different persons. Or when you are registering them, you can start now, even in your tenure. When you are registering them, have a database of their email address, so that when you want to be sending message, you have that file that you hand over to the next president, that this is the 100 level student, or this one is this, or right? You just filter it and send message. But SP will not allow you to get email address of people on the site, but you can send mail to them without knowing their email address through informs. Is that clear? All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So the next is Ayomide. Ayomide, can you hear us? Kosebin. Can I be heard?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening.
Can you hear
Ayomide, go
me?
ahead. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, good evening, everyone. I want to say thank you so much for the presentation and the eye-opening ideas you've given to us today. Thank you so much, sir. And so my question goes thus. I want to ask, because during the presentation, you mentioned that the membership, when people graduate from school, they can write letter to increase their membership 2 years for free, and they will still become like a member that is like young professional years for free. So which normally it is being paid for, but you said they can write a letter to get 2 years for saying the correct thing. I want to ask, who will the letter be directed to, and where are they going to send the letter to?
Okay, all right.
That was in the letter. Is it
That's
an
if after
individual?
1 year. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
In the letter, is it an individual process, or it's something that the membership and the president is going to come together to write for like a group of people and list out their name and all and send it like as a chapter, or is it an individual process? So that's what I want to be clear about, sir.
Okay, on Abi. All right, confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
All right, so after school, the person is removed from your platform as a student member. That means after the person, let's say your graduation now, the graduation date that you put is 25th November. By 12 p.m. US time, you are automatically logged out as a student member. Right? 12 that's at the midnight. You are logged out as a student member. So you can't even see that person's name to even send any mail, any this thing to. Now, I said there is 1 year free membership after you finish school. 1 year. But if you have not gotten job after that 1 year, you will write to the SP at all. There's a mail I can send to you because a lot of persons have copied me on those things, right? I can get those mail. The SP section, this thing, I can get the mail, but you can reach out to me. Service@sp.org. Yeah, thanks, yeah, Port Harcourt Sac. So just send to service@sp.org and say that I currently I finished school this. I'm currently still not out of, I still currently do not have a job. Please kindly renew my this, and they will do it for you. For 2 years after, you still have a platform to do that. I don't know whether you get me. So it's a personal thing. Is it clear?
That's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Thank
clear.
you. All right, so let me take some, thanks. Let me take some this on this group chat right now. Okay, I see some comments that were made on okay, my LinkedIn, my contacts, okay. You can contact your president. Then for my LinkedIn, this is me on LinkedIn. All right. Okay, so I've dropped my stuff to on LinkedIn. Then someone say thank you very much, sir, for the amazing presentation and eye-opening ideas. My question, the letter we are writing to extend membership. Okay, I think is that for Kose. Then also is the president membership that will respond. Okay, I think that is what Kose Beno addressed. In case of ASU strike, what's the fate of affected student chapters? Okay, I don't get this particular part in case of ASU strike. No, you can always extend your membership. So if you have your members, just that you must extend before the expiration. So you cannot your membership cannot expire, and then you want to, it means that you have to be registering as a student member with another email address, right? So before your student membership expires, if you know ASU strike will affect you from graduating on those social dates, because one thing in registration is that they will always ask you for graduation dates. So if you know it will expire before then, you must extend your membership. All right, guys. So are there any further questions? These are only the questions I see on the platform. And that's the other question. Okay, if you know other question, you can put your hands down. I see divine. If it's not a new hand, you can put it down. Please help me mute this.
Sorry, I have a question.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I asked concerning the ASU strike is because during ASU strike, certain schools are not in section, and probably all activities in the school is halted. So I'm asking, is it going to is SP going to consider schools that are affected by ASU strike, like in cases of probably awards, international awards, and some other things?
No, they don't consider. But even if you're on strike, you can do virtual programs now. It doesn't stop you from doing virtual programs. So SP doesn't consider ASU strike. Yeah, that's just in plain words. Thank you. All right, guys. Are there any other questions? All right, good. I see a lot of good numbers on the call and on LinkedIn and on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, yeah, that was one thing I'm very much interested in, so that you guys get the information you all need, and you go to thrive in your different student chapters. Right. I've given a lot of those information. I will share the slide. There are nothings to hide. It's just that some of those some information in terms of that is not pertaining to you guys might be removed. But of course, I'll share the slide with you guys, especially on those strategies, memberships, and all that. Right? It's a good one to know, and also those awards, very important. I'll share with the team. How do you extend your membership in the case of ASU strike? It's just to go to your chapter. So I believe so. Even if your student chapter registers you, right? What you need to do is that if you don't know the password that they used to register, you just go to sp.org, click forget password. It will come to your mail. Once you have your mail, go and log into the SP portal. So you can go to sp.org. You will see membership. You can see sign in. Once you go to sign in, if you don't know your password, like I said, click forget password. It will bring you to those links, and then you can be able to log in, and then you'll find where to adjust graduation dates. It's as simple as that. But if not, just go on YouTube and type how to log into my SP chapter, my SP chapter account. You'll see it there. All right. Are there any other questions? So the 10 minutes have actually elapsed. So I believe other questions you can also drop on that Google form that I sent. I should reply to you personally in case if you have your email address also there. All right. I believe that this session has been very productive. I believe so, at least with the comments that are there. I'll just bring room for my co-chairs to put in one or two. Dr. Obi? Can you hear us? I don't know if Dr. Obi can hear us, or Aisha. Let me give room for my co-chairs to just add one or two to this presentation and the Townhall engagement. Okay. Confirm I can still be heard. Okay. Can I be heard?
Yes.
Sir.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. While I just scan through to see if any of our senior, I just want to appreciate some of the SAC, at least that I'm seeing that joined. Daniel, Port Harcourt, Uyo, Israel. Yeah, thanks. Also, our SP Council Student Affairs chair has been on the call since. I don't know whether you want to just chip in one or two to wrap up. I know he has been on the presentation. If he wants to ship in one or two before we close. Doctor, I don't know if Dr. Pringles, if you want to add one or two to what has been said. Okay, let's special appreciation also to the Warriors section chair too, Dr. Adetona. Welcome, sir.
Okay, Ebi, yeah, thank you very much, Ebi. I don't think I have any question. At least you've been able to at least treat most of those questions. But they should just expect something different for this council year. We'll try to see if we can incorporate some of the student activities to our strategy for this council year. Above all, I think we are fine.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well, sir. Yeah.
Okay,
I hear
above
you
all,
very
I think we are fine though. So let's just stay positive and be hopeful. We'll be able to at least put everything together for this council year. Yeah, Abi, thank you very much. But if they have any question for me, I'm open to take their questions. But I think you've been able to answer all the questions. Well done.
All
Well
right,
done
sir.
to all the questions. Dr.
Thank you.
Adetona, good evening, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, all right, Doc. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, also, just in closing too, I know our advisor too has been on the call immediate past. I don't know whether you want to add to one or two of this presentation or, to, tell the students, any other thing on the call, especially as we prepare for this next council year. Dr. Rome? Okay. All right. I guess, okay. All right. I think we are all through, but let me just I'll give my charge before we close, right? So like I said, what sets you apart this 1 year that you are there as a student member will give you a lot to be remembered for, and it will help you in your personal job. When we go for interviews, I still get experience that I've done from my student chapter days. It's been over 8 years now. But those years were times where we served with passion. We were thinking out of the box on how to drive a lot of initiatives. And so when I do replicate some of these things in my companies and they look at it like a star, it's not actually, but these were culmination of ideas and all that over the years. So I want to tell you that this thing, if you serve passionately and selflessly, with a goal to ensuring that you impact on student members in your school, you are going to reap the benefit in the future. You see all the tenets of what Council Chair has also spelled out, PVTP, PSC. There's no way you practice these guidelines and you'll not be outstanding. As a president also, I graduated as, I was awarded as one of the, award as best graduating student in biochemical engineering, right? That's me doing SP passionately and also being in terms of competence in these regards. What I want to say, SP does not make you to fail. It's just that you don't want to prioritize your time. If you set out this time for this and set out this time for this, you will be able to achieve your goal. So I just want you to have that in mind, that this the time nobody will be in school forever. There are some persons that message me and say, I wish I was able to do more back in school days, right? So because these are experiences, I went to a panel then, and they asked us, what did you do in school that you can get back to? My friend that was reading in school was speechless for over 2 minutes. He could not say anything. But me, as they just asked, I remember the days we were in school trying to raise money for orphanage and went to wash cars free of charge at a mosque. And even I was about saying more when they that one is enough. And some people went blank because if you don't have anything you did in school, you are not going to be able to say much, right? The question might just hit you very hard. Or when they dig deep into, they found out that you didn't really know what you were saying. So please, these are things that count. Volunteer your time. Volunteering helps a lot. And SP gives you the platform that you are even rewarded, far beyond. Another way of appreciating students that will be doing very soon, we're going to be reeling out recognition for 10 most outstanding as president in 2025. Another way to recognize people that have served. So you'll be seeing most of us you'll be getting the recognition also, for a well-deserved service that you have done. They might not be on the call now because they have graduated. Some of them might not be on the call. But that's a way to say thank you and also put it on your CV that yes, you served and you were recognized for this. Thank you very much, team. I really appreciate till our next session. Also, let me use this medium to announce that we'll be having that graduation symposium on December 12th. So it means all students that have graduated in 2025 We'll have that platform for them to teach them how to do student to young professional conversion and also give them tips as they go into the young professional world. Also, you as a student member can also, join the session when we announce it publicly. We appreciate you till the next event we'll have for student programs. I'm looking forward to the next STSC. Watch out for the next school that will host us for STSC. Good night, everyone. Bye from me.